doing my tightrope walk on the lack of floor. Starting to feel like Sisyphus on this one. I keep working real hard and feeling like I get a lot done, and then I come back. Anyway, every time I come back, I suddenly look around in here and, well, it's not done. Like, I'm not even done pulling up flooring. I guess that's what I'm gonna do. And then we've got to deal with all these boards because they got to go. It's been about an hour. Most of this corner is done. Some interesting stuff to look at. No surprise, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Really is kind of beautiful and surreal to see a tree root like that. That tree root is working its way all the way through this foundation and belonged to a tree that was right here. Like right here against the house. The thing about trees is the canopy and the roots are about the same size. So if you've got a canopy stretching way over your house with branches, you probably have roots trying to get under your house. This one right here is reaching over the house. I'm a little concerned. I've got a feeling that this root is coming off that tree we were just looking at. We are down to the floor joists. So it's time to take a chainsaw and just split these up into pieces that are easy to get out. Just kidding. Some of you guys just had a heart attack. This is, no joke, heart pine. So I'm gonna work from this side. I'm gonna pull every single nail out of it, and I'm gonna take each piece out, keep it as long as I possibly can, and we're gonna build some beautiful kitchen table-etude before we're through out of this stuff. It's kind of a way to keep the history of the house in the house. I like the stories that come with it. Originally, I thought I was just gonna reuse it as flooring because it would save me a couple $100, but this wood's way, way too nice to be under a floor. Man, I really don't know what these holes are. It really is beautiful, beautiful wood though. It's interesting, this half has the holes, the far side does not have any, so I'm not sure what I'm looking at, if I'm being honest. This side's pretty darn clean. Let's knock these nails out, start stacking boards. Been at this phase a little under 3 hours, and we're about halfway there, which is great news. I'm getting a little faster at it, and this area is a little clearer. We had some floor and stuff left over here. This wood is absolutely beautiful. I also didn't realize this when I was taking the floor up. I was wondering what these grooves were. Well, these are tongue and groove boards. I genuinely have no idea what would warrant tongue and groove boards of that size, but I mean, it really is something else. So I like both sides of it too, if I'm being honest. There's like this really nice wood grain, really nice. But then the other side has these holes in it, and I genuinely don't know what that's about, unless this was some part of the process. The best guess I have now, like coming up with it on the fly, is that this was part of the planing and joining process, that maybe there was some weird spiked wheel that pulled the board through to give it this tongue, this groove, and plane this side. I don't know. If you know the history of woodworking and all that stuff, manufacturing, I would love to know. But I'm extra excited about it because with the tongue and groove boards, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Guy could easily put together an absolutely beautiful kitchen table with something like this. For a second, I thought only the tongue and groove boards had the marks, but that's not really true. But they're one-sided, but that also has a different sawmill finish. Don't know. Put it in the comments. Love to learn. It's always had a cool community on this channel. People that know stuff, people that are also curious, and people that are also like me, just magpies. Magpies of the world, saving everything. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna come back and see if I can't get this finished because this is huge to me, huge. I was super intimidated by the idea of taking this floor out, but knew it had to be true for me to actually be satisfied with the rebuild, with the roof being low and all that stuff. So we're gonna dive back in here in a little bit. How about it, gang? This is a big step. I mean, we got a hot mess on our hands, but getting into it, there's so much under here that needed love, needed work. Some of it was done right, some of it was done really wrong. We looked at the foundation issues where they didn't really join it with the other house at all. This was, well, that's an extension, but still, it was here before this part, and they just kind of turned the corner. It worked, it held up, but clearly all kind of critters could get in under there and lived all over here. Definitely water leaking. Looks like the window was solid. The window does not seem to be the source of the leak because all of this is okay, but the plumbing was clearly leaking, so this is all rotten. Speaking of critters, the stove was back here. There's still actually a bunch of poo in there that we need to vacuum out, but this is definitely worth noting. This was a stove plug that went up through the floor, and the critters were using that hole to get through, and you can see it is all exposed just from them kind of gnawing on it and clawing to get by. So it's just one of those things. You gotta get the critters out of your house. And also, this is all busted and rotten, which was the drain for the sink and the drain for the washing machine, which is this other extension that was added on, which appears to be more of like a slab on grade kind of situation. We'll burn that bridge later. but yeah, it feels like it's been a hot minute since we tore the roof out and found a mummified raccoon. Check that video out if you haven't seen it yet, or maybe it's part of this video, I don't know. But yeah, heart pine, this is all beautiful. This all has to get stored. All this crap has to get out of here, and we've got some pretty major next steps. Eventually this floor level is going to be this floor level, but there's a lot to do. But this is a lot done. This is a huge step. We can now figure out how to move forward. Wild. But what am I looking at? Still haven't totally forensicked this out yet, because that looks like it was framed for a larger window at some point. So maybe when this room was added, it wasn't the kitchen yet. That's a door framing. It also had room for stairs to come up. Door framing. I don't know. As always, sports fans, thanks for watching Between the Sharks. This is a huge step, even though it looks like complete and utter wreckage. But yeah, I can't reach the ceiling anymore, so we'll call that a win. Great big win. I'll be rebuilding this from the inside out. It's gonna be wild. All right, good luck on your projects out there. We'll see you next time on Between the Sharks. Whew.